Hey guys, today we're going to talk about Airbnb and VRBO. Now a lot of you have asked questions about this, rental companies, how do I make money, investment properties, and I'm going to break this down for you so that you can get a little understanding of what goes on here in Myrtle Beach and how you can run a business and make positive cash flow with these properties. So first off, let's just talk about this. Years ago, you used to have to go to the rental company directly, or you'd have to go to a management company and that sort of thing. So today, there's a lot of online resources where vacationers can go and rent a place directly from the owner. Now, that VRBO, Vacation Rental by Owner, or Airbnb, where you can rent it by the night or by the week and that sort of thing. This is where you, as an owner, if you own a property, can go ahead and make money with the property and cut out that extra layer. So basically all of that cash flow goes to your bottom line instead of going to another resource. Now, several things. Number one is you're going to give up time or you're going to give up money. You're going to give up both. Okay. In a lot of cases, in this case, you're going to give up time for the money to get the money. For instance, if I cut my grass, okay, I'm going to save the money from paying someone else to do the work, which would be to cut the grass. Or I can pay to have someone cut the grass, so that's my money, for the time that I'm going to save in not cutting the grass. Same thing goes with vacation rentals. You're going to get involved. You're going to be making more money, but again, just realize you're giving up the time. So Airbnb, just so you know, or VRBO, is the arbitrage of modern day, just like Uber, okay, just so you understand this. We had the taxis and then you had the Uber drivers or the Lyft or any of these other companies. And so what did they do? They took over where you go directly to, or you have a middleman, somebody who's same thing. It's an online resource you can go to, you use your phone, you can actually call a driver to come and pick you up from wherever you are. Same thing with Airbnb. You can advertise your property for rent and you can go ahead and collect the money directly from the owner. Now again, these are things I'm talking in general statements here so you understand this, but I want to try to dive into this. So many of you probably do know or don't know, I don't know if you do. If you've been watching these videos, you've learned probably a lot, but videos are great, but they don't tell you everything. So a lot of you don't know or may know that I own rental properties in Myrtle Beach, and before I moved here many years ago, we had rental properties here and we were managing those properties from another state, okay, before we had moved here. So how did we do that? At that time it was VRBO, that was the thing. Airbnb wasn't even a deal. So we also have a website. We had a website that people could go to. Now again, today I don't do the rentals myself, so if you're looking for rental properties, please don't ask and call because we don't do them directly. We have management companies that take care of that. We're in the real estate business here. So from an investment standpoint, it's either the time or the money. And again, I don't have the time to hands-on manage, but I'm going to go into that in some other videos as well. But we manage the properties from afar, okay? And we took the properties, we put them on our website, we had them on a VRBO, and the advantage with that is people could search by what they were looking for, whether it was an oceanfront property, which is basically what we had, or some other properties that were pet-friendly homes. And so those types of things can be managed by you, and all the money then flows to you, and then you pay for the extra things, for instance, like linens, towels, cleaning, any kind of a service that comes up. If the toilet stops up, you manage it. You get the calls. The renter rents from you directly, and you actually handle the management of it. And you actually handle the spending the money for the advertising to get your property on those sites. So I just want you to understand what it is. So I just want you to understand that you're giving up the one thing or the other. So we're talking about my pen is not writing, VRBO or Airbnb. Okay, next time what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a pen that writes, right? So I guess I can't spell this out here, but I'm going to talk about it. So When you have these properties, okay, there's another way that you can do this, and I've had some people that have done this. Now, I want you to understand, here in Myrtle Beach, you could be in the summertime. You can make money on any property because it's summer. Everybody wants to be at the beach. So for instance, and you've heard me say this before maybe, if you have a garage across the street from the beach and you throw a cot in it, I'm joking now, you understand, but you can rent it out. The money is made in the off season, okay? So if you have a full season, a full year, that's where the money comes in, the cash flow. Now, I want you to understand that we do have clients that have also purchased properties where they are renting their property out during the summer months and the fringe season, and they actually live in their units, and they're retired, and they live in their units during the winter months. Now, what that does is that gives them some cash flow, but it also allows them to rent the property out and still have use of the property themselves and get some income. So there's a lot of different scenarios that you can do. We're in a vacation town here, so there's a lot of these services where people can clean and they can come in and take a look at your property. You're going to spend some money. You're going to take care. They're going to take care of linens and towels, and there's time, energy, and effort. You're going to give some money up for that. But as far as the management, the day-to-day types things, if you're managing the property, again, that money goes right to the bottom line. And people say cash flow. Okay, so the cash flow is much better on a property than if you were taking it and giving it directly to a management company to do all that property management. Okay, so people ask us all the time. My team has helped thousands of people buy and sell real estate here in the Myrtle Beach area, which is 65 miles of beach, and they ask, well, what's the best cash flow properties? Look, it depends on where you are on the beach, if you're on the beach or far away from the beach, where you are in a development, okay, position in the building, the view, the layout of the unit, okay, the number of bedrooms. There's a lot of variables to a property. You can't say here's the switch. So when you come here, we're going to show you, when you come into town and you set the appointment with us, you're going to learn a world of information that, these videos I'm doing, give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed these things, but it's only going to give me or tell me what's going on, so that at least I get some feedback. If I don't know that you're there watching these, I don't know, right? So go ahead and comment below and let me know. But if you're getting this information, this is only the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more that you can do to help you out. Now I'm going to give you another scenario. And I did this personally, so this is something I'm going to talk about a little bit further. But if you're looking for cash flow, it's not always condos. So condos, I had a house, a single family house. I was doing long-term rentals in it, and the tenants just were never really any good. It was a frat house at one time where I had a management company when I wasn't living here that was taking care of it for me, and it turned out to be a bunch of kids going to coastal Carolina. And then I had some other people in the house, and they tore it up multiple times. So I decided I'm going to turn this into a vacation rental. And it was a pet-friendly vacation rental. So I tiled the entire place, fenced in the backyard, and instead of, and I'm going to give you round numbers, just give you an idea, it was like, let's take it for instance, let's say the rent was $1,000 a month. Then as pet-friendly, because it was pet-friendly, and weekly, I was managing the property now, I could get $1,000 a week as opposed to $1,000 a month. Now it was more than that, but I'm giving you round numbers so you get an idea. You can get 4 times. Now also, that's just one idea for you, and we've got lots of ideas when you work with our team that do work, and we've physically done these. There's 3 types of properties if we're talking about condos. Number 1 is the A condo list. That's the ones that rent day in, day out. Okay, they're the primo condos. It's where people want to be. Most of the on-site rental companies are the best option for that type of property. Then there's the B-level properties, condos on the beach, that give you average rental income. They're not phenomenal. They're pretty good, but they're not phenomenal, and they'll give you a fair amount of rental income. Then there's the C condos. These tend to make, if you're doing the Airbnb business, you can buy these for less money, and you can also do the rentals yourself, and you can normally cash flow that type of property where, when you get involved with it, you put it out there, you can cash flow those types of properties where, as opposed to the on-site rental company or an off-site rental company, they cannot, because they have them in a rental pool and there's just a lot of units that are in there. Now, let's take, for instance, the C-level condos. They're not bad, but they're not phenomenal. They're not great, but you can fix them up a little bit. Usually when you rent these by the night or by the week, you can get a little bit more out of them, and you can buy them for less money because basically the cash flow is not there. Now just picture this. If the property has good cash flow, guess what? It's probably going to sell for more money, right? If the property has less cash flow, in other words, it's less affordable for someone to maintain or to keep, right? Those types of properties generally don't cash flow. So if you're looking on the internet, which I know some of you have, go ahead and click the link below, and I'm going to put a link in there for some properties to look at. Just give you some ideas. Again, it's not the end all, but pick up the phone and make an appointment. We're gonna tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. But anyway, so if you get these C-level properties, a lot of times you can get these properties to make money, as opposed to being the drain. In other words, you have an alligator. One property is biting you, and you have a checkbook open. You're writing a check every month to keep it. And you can have the very same property when you're actually managing a property, where we've had clients that have done this, and they're doing the Airbnb or the VRBO, and they're making money, and they're putting money in their checking account every single month. And again, it's a property that works for them. It's all about how you level, how you decide that you want to leverage that property that you buy. Now, when you're buying these types of C-level properties, a lot of times they are cash properties. These are not financeable, okay? Because generally they're lower price properties. Banks just aren't going to lend money on that. And so I just want you to realize we can get into finance on that and leveraging. But a lot of people think, because they've gone to these seminars, they can go ahead and cash flow a property all day long and no money down and all that stuff. Look, you're going to either have money, you're going to have skin in the game in order for it to work for you. So I just want you to know that. So if you enjoy these videos, again, give me a thumbs up, share it with someone you know who can use it, and comment below and let me know what your thoughts are or what you think the next video should be about, because I'm here to help you. My team, again, is here to help you. If you're looking on the internet and you've been searching for properties and that sort of thing, that's where you start. Where you actually end up and when you actually make a decision, it's best to get the best information that you possibly can, and that's why we're here. That's why our team does what we do. We do it every single day. We're good at it, and we want to save you lots of time, aggravation, and money. So it's Jerry with Jerry Pinkas Real Estate Experts. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.